Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MNR Productions, and welcome to my video of LEGO Star Wars Battlefront 2 set ideas. Now, of course, Battlefront 2 isn't out yet, and we only have the gameplay that we've seen at E3 and the original Battlefront 2 trailer, but I'm excited for some possible LEGO sets we could get from Battlefront 2. If you guys remember, back in 2016, LEGO produced some LEGO Star Wars Battlefront battle packs based on the original Star Wars Battlefront game that EA released, so I'm thinking that LEGO could do the same here with Battlefront 2. Now, of course, there are, I think, like 6 or 7 different planets, so there's a lot of different sets that LEGO could actually make based off of this, but I've really narrowed it down to some of the Naboo sets that we had seen, or Naboo ships that we had seen during the E3 gameplays, as well as some of the stuff from like the single-player trailer bits, so I think it's going to be a pretty interesting list here, guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it with my first idea. My first idea is a Clone Trooper battle pack for $15 US. It would include between 100 and 150 pieces. You know, it's a battle pack. It would have a Clone Scoutwalker, so essentially the Clone Scoutwalker that we received like in 2005, but a little bit updated, upgraded, something similar, you know, like an ATRT. You guys can see the one here in the gameplay image that I have, and you can see that it would be a pretty cool LEGO set or part of a battle pack. It'd have 2 regular Phase 2 clones. Maybe you can give them some armor. I'm thinking you could also include an officer/medic, one of those two, and a commando trooper as well. All Phase 2, of course, because Phase 2 are the ones we can see in Battlefront 2. Maybe they do have, of course, Episode 2 ones we did see in the trailer. Maybe we could get a Camino-type battle pack in the future, a Camino set, but that's for another video. So for now, this is my Clone Trooper battle pack idea. 2 regular Phase 2 Clone Troopers, an officer/medic, and a commander. And of course, you can include some various armor and stuff with that as well. My second idea is going to go really well with that Clone Trooper battle pack, and it's really paying homage to the 2007 battle packs, the first battle packs LEGO ever released, and it's a droid battle pack. It's going to go side by side. It's going to have a red battle droid, which I believe is the engineer. I might be wrong, that might be the blue one, but a red battle droid. We did see some of those in the gameplay from Battlefront 2. You also get 2 regular battle droids, so just plain battle droids with the straight arm and curved arm, maybe 2 curved arms, because we'll get to that, and then 2 super battle droids. I think including super battle droids here would up the battle pack value and make it really, really cool. Maybe you can give them rocket arms just to make it even cooler. And then I think for the ship, instead of like a droid carrier or something, I think including a couple of STAP speeders would be the way to go here. Just include 2, I guess, and that would be good and sufficient as opposed to a like transport ship. I don't know what else they could really do instead of STAP speeders or a transport ship. It's really hard with droids. Of course, we'll get into that later. I have another big set idea, but I think a couple of STAP speeders could be nice with a slightly new design. My third set idea, I know this I don't believe is confirmed to be in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I don't keep up with it too much other than some of the E3 gameplay and trailer, but I think a TIE Interceptor is way overdue. It's been 12 years now. 2006 was the last TIE Interceptor, so if we do get one, it will have been 12 years. So $59.99 I think is a fair price on the TIE Interceptor, maybe $49.99. It would just depend on the sizing of it that LEGO produces, and then just 2 minifigs I can think of. I mean, of course, they could include some more special minifigs, but I'm just thinking a TIE Pilot and a Stormtrooper would suffice. Nothing more, nothing less, so that would be good for me. So a TIE Interceptor would be great to see return. They also do show X-Wings in the trailer, so I think an X-Wing could make an excellent set. Of course, the last regular X-Wing we had was in 2012, although we have received some Episode 7 X-Wings like Pose and a Resistance X-Wing more recently, so they've kind of filled that gap. But we could receive a regular X-Wing at the $60 or $70 price point with some cool minifigs as well, maybe just a pilot, R2-D2, or a different astromech droid, really, because you can include anyone you want. My next idea is something you can barely see on the box art of Star Wars Battlefront 2, but you can see it up there. It's in the top right, I believe. It's the ARC 170 Starfighter. It's going to be awesome. I'm thinking $70 is fair, seeing as the last one was $60 in 2010. I think LEGO could do like a slight, like about the same size, you know, about the same amount of pieces for $70. I think it would be really cool to see another ARC 170 back in LEGO form, because, you know, you'd really think we've seen the last of them, but since the Clone Wars is over, but I think it would be cool to make one to go with this game, and I think it would sell well. It's a really cool Starfighter. It's got a cool feature in that the wings open up. You can drop bombs on the bottom. And I'm sure with the new Springfire missiles, they can include some cool features with those as well. So I think it could be a really interesting set. I'm just thinking like 3 clone pilots. I don't know what else you could include. Of course, you could include maybe some named clone pilots in there, but nothing that really rolls off my tongue here is going to be a great idea for which clone pilot. It just doesn't really matter. I'm thinking just 3 regular, newly designed clone pilots, phase 2, of course. So it could be an interesting set there. My next idea is kind of a 2-in-1 idea. It could be either or. I'm thinking an MTT for $110 is fair. The last MTT we got was $90. The 2007 MTT that we got was $100. So I think putting it at $110, upping the size and making it a better MTT than the more recent version is totally worth it. 10 regular battle droids, 3 kind of special battle droids. You can make them blue, red, yellow, whatever color. Commander, pilot, and a engineer, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. I'm just thinking like battle droids in general, and make sure it can hold those battle droids. And the MTT needs to have enough storage space for all 10 of the battle droids to fit in. Maybe include 12 so you have an even number. I'm not even sure, or not an even number, but an even number on like the top and bottom, so you can have 6 and 6 instead of 5 and 5. So we'll see. I think it'd be cool to see an MTT because it's such a prominent thing in the battle on Naboo, or Theed rather. So I think that would be cool. But the other idea I have is a Naboo playset. And this is kind of like the Battle of Hoth, or rather a Battle of Theed. The battle that is on the Battlefront 2, the original, or in the E3 gameplay. I think it would be cool to have a playset of that with an AAT, an MTT, and kind of some scenery from the whole area. And I think that would be absolutely awesome to get that in a LEGO set, to get the... maybe it doesn't have to include an AAT, but at least the MTT, so you can kind of have that, and then some scenery, maybe the Theed Palace type set. So that would be a more expensive set, looking at $250. I don't think it would sell well, so that's really one of the main reasons I think it just wouldn't make the cut there as an actual LEGO Star Wars set. But it'll be cool to see some of the mocks people are going to make here in the future, but... Again, that's about all I have on the MTT/Naboo playset type set. Of course, we could see another Naboo Starfighter, and that's not one of my real ideas, because I think we've seen enough of those, honestly. So, Naboo Starfighter, get out of here. There are V-Wings there, though, so that could be interesting now that I think about it. V-Wing could make a comeback, even though we did get one in 2014. I think we might see one, maybe. Could be an interesting set, the $25 range, although I don't see what improvements or changes they could really make over the 2014 version. My final idea is something we saw in the single-player trailer, I believe, and it's called the Imperial Raider. $130, and just including some single-player characters. This model that you see here on screen was created by a Flickr user. I'll link him down below. Absolutely amazing model. I think LEGO's model will be a little bit scaled back from here in terms of detail, so it could add in some features and playability and stuff like that, but... This model does look amazing and makes me really want LEGO to produce their own set of this, so I think it could be really cool as a official LEGO set, and I'm really hoping we do get one. In terms of other miscellaneous ideas, you see lots of stuff in the trailer. You can see like Yavin 4, so maybe we get a Yavin 4 set, but there's just a lot of things in the trailer. I just wanted to give you some like basic ideas here. Maybe I'll revisit this in the future. If you guys have any set ideas, drop them down in the comment section below. I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking as far as Star Wars Battlefront 2 sets. Other than that, guys, I don't have much else to say, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, again, any of your own set ideas, or if you really like any of my set ideas, and like the video if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.